404 contact New York Center on 121.125. Good day. Delta 1886 contact New York Center on 121.125. Good day.
121.125 Delta 1886. Goodbye. New York Center Delta 1886 is passing 13,000 feet, descending 10,000 feet.
Delta 1886 New York Center altimeter 30.04 radar contact. Continue to schedule. .7 JetBlue 1402. Goodbye. JetBlue 2485 contact New York Center on 118.975. Good day. Delta 1886 contact New York approach on 125.7. Good day.
125.7 Delta 1886. Goodbye. New York approach Delta 1886 is passing 11,200 feet, descending 10,000 feet.
Delta 1886 New York approach altimeter 30.04 radar contact. Continue to schedule. Delta 1886 descend and maintain 7,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 7,000 feet Delta 1886.
JetBlue 1402 traffic is 7 o'clock 4 miles at 9,700 feet Airbus A320. Report them in sight. Delta 1886 traffic is 1 o'clock 4 miles at 7,000 feet. Report them in sight.
Delta 1886 have the traffic.
JetBlue 1402 have the Airbus A320 in sight. Brickyard 4687 traffic is 5 o'clock 4 miles at 3,600 feet. Report them in sight. Brickyard 4687 have the insight. JetBlue 1402 traffic alert. 5 o'clock less than 1 mile 6,800 feet Airbus A320. Report them in sight. Brickyard 4687, contact Boston Center on 132.3. Good day. Delta 1886 traffic alert. 9 o'clock, less than 1 mile, 7,000 feet. Report them in sight.
Delta 1886, have the traffic.
Delta 1886, descend and maintain 6,000 feet. JetBlue 1402, descend and maintain 6,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 6,000 feet, Delta 1886.
Descend and maintain 6,000 feet, JetBlue 1402. JetBlue 1402, traffic in sight. 132.3, Brickyard 4687. Goodbye. New York approach Delta 958 is missed approach at Kennedy. JetBlue 1402, descend and maintain 4,000 feet. Delta 958, you are 1 mile south. Climb and maintain 4,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 22 right approach via CIMBL transition. Cleared to CIMBL. Delta 1886, descend and maintain 4,000 feet. Delta 958, climb and maintain 10,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 4,000 feet, Delta 1886.
Delta 958, climb and maintain 14,000 feet. Delta 1886, descend and maintain 3,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet, Delta 1886.
Delta 1886, you are 10 miles northeast of Kennedy. Contact Kennedy Tower on 119.1 when inbound on the approach. Delta 958, climb and maintain 10,000 feet.
Tower on 119.1, Delta 1886. Kennedy Tower, Delta 1886, 8 miles northeast inbound, ILS runway 22 left approach.
Delta 1886 Kennedy Tower. Altimeter tree 0.05, wind 2 tree at 4. Cleared ILS runway 22 left approach.
Cleared ILS runway 22 left approach, Delta 1886.
Cleared to land runway 22 left, Delta 23908. Delta 23908, number 2 for landing. Follow the on final. Wind 2 tree at 4. Caution, the landing runway 22 right. Cleared to land runway.
Retard. Drive.
Niner Tree 1, turn next taxiway. Exit Niner Tree 1, contact ground on 1 tree 1 decimal tree 75. Delta 1886, contact ground on 1 tree 1 decimal tree 75. Exit 167, contact ground on 125 decimal 05.
1 tree 1 decimal tree 75 Delta 1886. Goodbye.
Europa Niner 1 number 2 for landing. Follow the aircraft on final. Wind 23 at 5. Caution, the landing runway 22 right. Clear to land runway 22 left. UPS 5114 number 2 for landing. Follow the on final. Wind 23 at 5. Caution, the landing runway 22 right. Clear to land runway 22 left. Kennedy Tower JetBlue 140, 22 miles east inbound ILS runway 22 left approach. JetBlue 140 to Kennedy Tower. Altimeter tree 0.04, wind 233 at 5. Cleared ILS runway 22 left approach. Cleared to land runway 22 left number 2 Europa Niner 1. JetBlue 1402, you were not cleared to land. Clear the runway. Cleared to land runway 22 left number 2 UPS 5114. Delta 2 tree 1 number tree for landing. Follow the on final. Wind 23 at 5. Caution, the landing runway 22 right. Cleared to land runway 22 left. JetBlue 1402, contact ground on 1 tree 1 decimal tree 75. Cleared to land runway 22 left. Kennedy Tower Delta 471 miles east inbound ILS runway 22 left approach. Delta 47 Kennedy Tower. Altimeter tree 0.04, wind 233 at 5. Cleared ILS runway 22 left approach. 125.05 exit 167. Goodbye. Delta 47, you are not cleared to land. Clear the runway. Kennedy Tower JetBlue 15845 miles northeast inbound ILS runway 22 left approach. JetBlue 1584 Kennedy Tower. Altimeter tree 0.04, wind 233 at 5. Cleared ILS runway 22 left approach. JetBlue 1584 number tree for landing. Follow the aircraft on final. Wind 233 at 5. Caution, the landing runway 22 right. Clear to land runway 22 left. Clear to land runway 22 left number, tree JetBlue 1584. Clear to land runway 22 left number, 4 Delta 620. Delta 620 number 5 for landing. Follow the on final. Wind 233 at 5. Caution, the landing runway 22 right. Clear to land runway 22 left. Europa Niner 1, turn next taxiway. Kennedy Tower Endeavor 509er, 59er miles northeast inbound ILS runway 22 left approach. Europa Niner 1, contact ground on 129.2. Endeavor 5095 Kennedy Tower. Altimeter tree 0.04, wind 233 at 5. Cleared ILS runway 22 left approach. Cleared to land runway 22 left number 5 Delta 620. 1 tree 1 decimal tree 75 JetBlue 1402. Goodbye. 129er decimal 2 Europa Niner 1. Goodbye.